Woo! What's up? It is July 10th, Wednesday. Jomboy and Jake Radio. We're going to talk about some sports. Really, only one sport event happened yesterday. Going to talk about some weird news about our lives. Jake, how are you doing?
Damn, shots fired at all our Wimbledon fans. I'm doing all right, man. Getting into it, doing my thing, dancing here, walking on sunshine.
It's a good song.
It's classic. It's a classic.
For those that forget the theme of the music, there's themes every week. Jordan picks out the music. The theme this week was sun/sunshine. This one was great.
Sunshine.
Great one. Your boy just donated to the cause.
Wow. Thanks, dog.
It's your boy, Canada.
It's your boy, our guy. What's going on over there? How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. I woke up. I went to sleep earlier than usual last night. Usually it's like 1 a.m. to 2 a.m. So I think I went to sleep at 12:30, which is great. And I feel good. I feel alive. Yesterday, I was out of sun shirts. Check this out, Jake. I was out of sun shirts. They were all dirty. We had a bunch of laundry to do from the July 4th festivities. So I put on a regular old cotton shirt. It was like a Talking Yanks one. And I didn't have coffee, so that probably looms larger. And I was just like, man, I'm hot. I get a shipment of my new I Love Baseball shirts, which are cracking me up, but kind of have to know the story. If anyone else probably just thinks this is lame. But it's a sun shirt. I immediately put it on. I feel so much better. I've been wearing it forever now. I'm like all wicker. I just ordered wicker boxers. I might get some wicker pants. I might just be moisture wicker clothes. That's all I wear.
It's sun shirt season. We got brought up yesterday how you've been attacking my daily grades. Again, pre-sun shirt Jimmy was a different guy. And like the numbers are there for it. I'm happy. I'm happy you got sun shirt. It sounded like you got Tuesdayed a little bit. You were no coffee. You were not wearing the shirt you've been wearing every day for a month. You don't know, but you look at the day of the week and it's like, holy smokes, it happened. But you got saved, and I'm happy for you. I like that shirt on you.
Guess how many?
The originals were hilarious because it was 3 lines, which was so ridiculous.
What do you mean 3 lines?
Like it was, I love baseball.
Oh, and they were just so homemade. Like their mom or they.
Not even homemade. They were car made. They don't get the homemade stamp. They were, you're in a car. It was probably like a hot car, and they just tried to melt the letters on the shirt.
Yeah, it was during the London series. Some people had shirts on that just said "I love baseball." They're clearly made like last second.
Yes.
I was like, what a funny shirt. And then I said, someone make me this in Yankees colors. Jake responded, you're my t-shirt guy. So I said, fuck it. I will make it. So I made it, put it up in sun shirt, bought them for myself. I bought 2 by accident, had Luke try one on. He was like, this does feel good. Guess how many sun shirts I own now?
Ooh, 8.
9. I should never have to. Now, with the addition of these 2 yesterday, I should never have to wear cotton again.
Oh, I forgot about. Yeah, you got a bonus sun shirt. Yeah, that's I've seen it happen, Jim. I've seen it happen. Your average day has gone up, I think, more than half a point since you started doing sun shirt lifestyle.
For anyone that sweats, I'm such a huge sweater. Disgusting. And I lived my whole life wearing cotton boxers, cotton shirts. And what a fucking dumb idea that is.
Yeah. You've piqued my interest, but again, I normally go just less clothes.
This feels all right. Someone asked what a sun shirt is. I really don't know how to explain it. It's like Under Armour, but not tight. It's like it fits loose. This is lighter than a t-shirt. So I don't know how to explain them. And they prevent you from getting burnt. Jonas in the chat said something about us being fat, Jake. He said, hey, you guys are fat. Good morning to you as well, Jonas.
Thanks, Jonas.
Appreciate that. Did Jake go to Vandy, or is it just his fave college university?
Go Doors. Vandy House. No, my Sig O went there.
That's the name of your frat?
Yeah. Sigma O. my lady friend who her dad's still in town.
How's that going?
It's going all right. So I don't know. I was wondering if it was just me, but essentially I didn't know he was coming until Sunday.
Didn't know he was coming or forgot he was coming even though you were told? Because that sounds like something I'd do.
Well, so that's the kind of the catch-22 because I was clearly told, but like a while ago. So and then that's not like something you write down on your calendar because A, I've never written anything down on my calendar. But B, yeah. And then I forgot the secret kind of reason behind it was because Jim, you're a music gal. Have you heard of Nikki Lane?
Nikki Lang?
Yeah, she kind of does some like I wouldn't say it's country, it's like folk country. Like you'd be kind of interested. She's pretty intense.
No, I've heard Nikki Bloom and the Gamblers.
Nikki Bloom and the Gamblers,
Wow.
but
she's got a song that sounds the title of it. So that's who they're going to see.
Bloom or Lane?
Lang. They're going to see Lang.
Lane. So no, that's what we did after the All-Star game last night. She was playing at some small venue in Denver. So we like went and checked that out and it was all right. But yeah, it's kind of
she looks like a teenage girl.
She looks older than that in person, which now makes me sound rude, so thanks for that setup.
Lang?
No, Lane.
Oh,
like driving down a lane, brother.
That's confusing because there's a Nikki Lang with a G.
Sorry.
What was your favorite song by Nikki Lang?
Don't do either of their PR. I don't know. It was really hot. It was like a black box theater room almost. She was ripping it though.
I'm gonna play some Nikki Lane for the people. This is what Jake spent last night doing.
See if I recognize it.
Just driving a motorcycle, looking badass.
19 years I've been here waiting for something good to come my way.
She got a June Carter sound to her, real twangy.
Yeah, a lot of twang, repping the cowboy hat a little bit. So we did that, and that was kind of cool. Back was locking up a little bit. I was doing the O lineman because there was one drunk guy that was swaying. So I was kind of in like a pass offense, kind of Captain America stance for most of it. So that part wasn't as fun. But I don't know, interesting. Hadn't been to a show like that before.
That's cool. That's my kind of show.
Yeah.
Someone in the chat said, I think I could help with this whole Pam thing. Us with Lang.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. And then my co-host on Six Pack Cinema, John Sheehan, said that they don't has FPF in it, and they fucking do. So why don't you eat shit, John?
John's one of the more pale people I think I've seen. He's got one of the palest last names you'll ever see.
Maybe it's not SPF, it's something else, but it has something that blocks the sun. Is that where I'm getting it wrong, John?
That feels like the mix up there. But
sun protective clothing, 100 plus SPF sun protection. That's what I'm wearing.
Wow.
Boom, roasted.
Eat a bug.
So yeah,
I've got to
SPF.
I've got to bring him to the train station like right after that. So we're cutting it tight, but we should be good.
You know what I'm doing right after this? Luke and I are going to play disc golf.
I prefer that.
Then we're gonna come back and grind out some work. But we're gonna go play some disc golf since there's no baseball today. I'm taking advantage of it.
Yeah, and you should. Cause dude, did you see? I mean, again, this is a you and me thing, but Big Baby David posted it. The Yankees have their final like 76 games are over 80 days. There's like 4 off days or something like that.
In the next 60 days?
I'll bring it up. And you know what, Jim, actually, this is if we have people that are listening that aren't baseball people, because my Sig-O, like I mentioned, she was kind of blown away by this the other day. Baseball is such a grind. 74 games in 80 days. So there's 6 off days the rest of the way.
Crazy.
It's nuts. So yeah, don't rush back from disc golf.
We were saying this the other day, but like when Katie, I'm not sensitive. I know John, so I can be mean to him. Someone said I was sensitive in the chat. They can be mean to John. Somewhat, Katie. We were saying this the other day. And Katie, like when I first started dating Katie, and I'm going to cover the Yankees and stuff like that. And she was like, "Okay, where do you want to hang out this weekend?" And I was like, I can't. The Yankees are playing, and like I do a lot now." And she's like, "Okay, well, when's the next weekend they have a game off?" And I said, "Oh, 6 months from now."
Yeah.
That doesn't exist.
Good news, bad news. No. Yeah, it is kind of a funny hurdle for a lot of people. I know even like Jess's mom sent something like, "Oh, we might be eyeing like a Euro trip in May next year." And I was like, "Well, you have to understand, I can't go on that for probably the next 20 years or so."
Yeah, I've come.
Thanks for the Evite.
My parents wanted to go somewhere, and I was like, I can't do that. But Katie and I are trying to plan a vacation in November. But get this, I'm trying to plan a vacation in November with Katie because that's when we're going to be off. And I'm like, I'm taking 2 weeks off. I'm going to get away and go do something with Katie because we may have like enough money to do that, maybe. But her aunt just called her and was like, "Hey, I just bought your tickets to go to Disneyland with me and her nieces in October, and now Katie like can't take off 4 weeks of work in 2 months. Like I got snagged."
Yeah, you got beat to the punch, man.
I got snagged so hard. I'm like, what the fuck?
And we were talking about this vacation a couple weeks ago. So
I've been planning with Katie forever.
I was gonna say, well, you were gonna see the serial killer museum. You could have seen Nikki Lane. I think she lives in Nashville.
I go see Nikki Lane.
Yeah, still could.
Still good. All right, Jake, real quick. What was your day yesterday?
Yesterday, Tuesday, All-Star game, a little fun. Oh my God. I was in purgatory for a little bit. It was a pretty Tuesday. I know I get day shamed anyways. I'm going 5-2.
5-2. Wow. Someone said in the chat, "Why don't you go on vacation and watch on your phone?" We cover the games. Like I think it's always funny when people are like, "Why don't you just do it from a bar?" It's like, I have 4 screens going.
Yeah.
Game time for me is grind work time. Anyway, yesterday was a light day. Got some breakdowns up. Got the YouTube numbers back because it was a July 4th weekend slowdown, which was fun. And then we played this game called Ticket to Ride, which I was actually
played that.
I was at a terrible headache and was a little grouchy, but the gameplay, I actually enjoyed it a good amount. I wanted to play right away again, but everyone was like, "No, that was a 2-hour game. I'm not playing again." So
you lost.
Yeah, it was my first time ever playing. So there were some things I would have done differently had I known the full rules, but that's on me because I don't like being explained the rules before playing. I just let's just.
You want to learn as you go.
I'm a learn as I go guy. And so there were some rules that bit me in the end that I didn't realize.
Yeah.
But yeah, that Ticket to Ride, that was a fun game. I liked it.
Yeah, I played once and I was with my first time playing. And this is an interesting board game thing. I guess people don't talk about a lot. But I mean, the first time you play a board game, your environment is very important. I was playing with 3 Ticket to Ride hardos, out for blood. If they didn't win, they were going to be in a tight spot. And I was just trying to ride my ticket out, and I don't know that. So Ticket to Ride, when that comes out on the next ski trip or whatever it is, Poppy Gordo's not jumping at
it. It was fun. I gave it myself a flat 6 yesterday. Oh, Luke, can you get my coffee cup out of the microwave? I forgot it. Been waiting for him to get up and get that coffee cup.
Come on, Luke.
Wait. You got anything else before we go to the sports?
I don't think so.
All right. Here is your 1-minute update with Jake Story. Can you find it? I don't know where I put it.
Jimmy, the Midsummer Classic. The American League beats the National League again. It's been a whooping for about 2.5 decades now. 4-3 is your final in Believeland. Hometown player Shane Justin Bieber wins the MVP award. He struck out the side in his inning of work. Not a lot of pitchers get the MVP trophy in this game. Bieber does. Tanaka gets the win. Kershaw with the loss. Chapman with the save. A couple bookend skanks. Juice, baseballs, and players not being promoted become a topic because baseball, although the mic'd up stuff went over really well, so that's good news. And then, Jim, Wimbledon's kind of going on. I think Joker just won this morning. Warriors, NBA, waive Sean Livingston. And Marcus Morris is a fun story in the NBA because it sounds like he's trying to renege his contract with the Spurs and come to the Knicks.
What? Dum, 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 dum. Yeah, I don't know. Why would I saw Big Baby David's tweet? He was like, "Why would the Knicks want Marcus Morris, and why would Marcus Morris want to come to the Knicks?" Made me laugh.
Yeah, so there's a lot of fun dynamics here. So this is how the news came out if you were a Knicks fan. They signed a guy named Reggie Bullock, who's a solid wing player, like a shooting guard or a small forward, although, positionless NBA, blah, 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 no one cares. It came out, one of the weirder reports you'll ever read was they were like, the Knicks aren't sure his body can handle the next season. And it's like, okay, this feels like something that should have been addressed. Is he hurt? Is he just tired? What's going on? And then the next report was that Marcus Morris might be reneging the Spurs and coming to the Knicks. And it's like, okay, he's a solid player, but we already signed like 3 power forwards, and Kevin Knox, our first round pick from last year, his best position should be power forward. So kind of like what's happening again. Now there were some rumors that they're trying to sign both, because if they sign Morris with certain money, the NBA's got weird pockets of money. They have exceptions and rookie deals and blah, blah, blah. And they were saying that maybe they could shuffle around money and sign both. We still don't have an answer on it. What's kind of wild, man, in the NBA, it went from being cool to like, oh shit, it might have to be addressed. Like, free agency started July 1st, or actually it was the day before, it was June 30th. That's when like all the news started leaking out. The Spurs did trades around them signing Marcus Morris. Like, they have 2 other trades in money moving that they did because they were getting Marcus Morris. So it'll be really interesting to see how it sorts out. Being a Knicks fan, I'm just assuming the worst. The good news about it, well, I guess where it could end up being good news is that if they do sign Marcus Morris, like, there's a chance he's their second best player this year. So that's kind of good, but also it's like, what are we doing?
What's going on? Yeah, that sounds fun. Sounds like a whole thing.
Be interesting to see how it sorts out.
Yeah. All-Star game, Jake.
Yes.
Did you watch?
League played the National
game?
League.
I got a haircut recently, and it's like the best haircut I've gotten in 10 years. Just to let everyone
I told you when it happened, it looked great. It's right now I've got a little pixelation over here.
Yeah, everyone did. Katie was like, wow, that was a good one.
And
Usually
my hair's doing
terrible.
your hair
Always.
favors today, if we're being honest.
Always. You don't really bring a lot to the hair game on this show.
Whoa.
You usually just woke up and it's wild. I think it looks pretty good today. I think your hair looks better than it has before. Sometimes you look straight up like that cartoon character.
Yeah, I guess since I've gotten my hair cut, it's been summer and there's been a lot of hat action. So, but you're right. When I've got my winter hair going, yes.
Yeah. All right. I watched bits and pieces of the All-Star game because I was playing Ticket to Ride.
Right.
So I was in and out. Like, I watched Chapman save it. I watched Tanaka's inning. I tried to watch every Yankee at bat. And then I saw highlights of the rest. I think the biggest storylines, well, on all the places I get news, the biggest storyline is Joe Buck saying that thing about Gary, which people are losing their minds over. And Bieber,
that whole thing was misconstrued. I think people have been walking that back pretty hard.
It was crazy. Someone was like, "Do you hate Joe Buck?" And I'm like, "No." I'm like, if he said that about Gary, then that's a dumb thing to say that he shouldn't have said. But I don't think he has any malice behind it. Like he didn't want to be mean. Then he was talking about Smoltz. Like Smoltz didn't understand what Freeman was saying.
Yeah, he could have been talking to Gary, Smoltz, or the umpire. And the thing that got me, Jim, was like, if the catcher was, well, I was going to say AJ Pierzynski, but we rip on him enough. But if it was just a white catcher and he said the same sentence, we wouldn't be saying it's offensive. We'd be saying a guy is playing baseball with a mic and a freaking earpiece in, and he walked up to the catcher and said, "Yeah, they're going to tell me the pitches." And it's like, okay, I don't know what the hell that means.
Yeah. If he meant it in the way that he like Gary doesn't speak English, then that's fucking stupid because Gary speaks English. We said this on Talking Yanks. Like, I can't believe people think Gary doesn't speak any English or Tanaka doesn't speak any English. Like, they're surrounded by people. They have conversations in the dugout nonstop. But I really don't think Joe Buck meant it that way. And if he did mean it that way, it's more of like, hey, Joe, like, come on, that came out a little bad. Don't say that. Not like, no, Joe, you're being a racist asshole, which is what the Twitter tried to do.
I'm full getting in front of it. It's exactly, I'm going to compare this. And there were some nice tributes to Tyler Skaggs. All the Angel players, Trout and Listella, were wearing 45 for him, and they did a moment of silence before the game. No, you mentioned it. It like how the internet reacts to something like that, and people on Twitter like RIP, oh my God, and it's just like it's too much. That's exactly what this was. People thought that, oh, if this is controversial and I could get my tweet out there, I'm going to get so many retweets and so many likes, and wow, Joe Buck's a bad guy. And they didn't even think about it. And I saw all those people, I saw all those people 5 minutes later trying to walk it back. And it was, like that made me pretty mad at the internet, to be completely honest.
Yeah, I think I'm the biggest Gary apologist and Gary backer in the world, too.
Yeah.
So even I was like, you guys are just trying to be mad. Walking around Twitter trying to be mad.
Trying to get interactions from a bad thing that didn't even happen.
And then the other thing I saw people upset about is that Shane Bieber won the MVP. Do you care? It's a dubious honor. I don't give a fuck. Give it to the hometown kid. Awesome.
Yeah, yeah. And the problem was there wasn't a standout. I mean, if anyone's got the biggest complaint, because every fan base gets behind their guys. The Astros wanted Brantley to win it. The one who I mean probably should have got it was Joey Gallo. He hits a home run and the team won by 1 run. So I mean,
that's what I was gonna say.
That's some simple math. Joey Gallo got screwed this whole weekend. He probably should have been in the home run derby. This was like an anti-Joey Gallo weekend. But yeah, no, I don't care. I mean, he struck out the side and there wasn't a clear MVP. They got to give it to someone. So Bieber gets it. And his story's pretty cool. He walked on to UC Santa Barbara, which I think they're a pretty good baseball school too. So it's probably like, hey, you're good. We can't give you a scholarship right now. Walk on. But hey, young kid, and he in his hometown. And it turns out my favorite part of the All-Star game is how rowdy the hometown just gets for their own guys. Like just blindly go nuts for their own players. It turns into like a high school All-Star game or something.
It is cool. Did you like the CC stuff? We wanted to do a little note, like walking on to college teams isn't as impressive as a feat as it likes to sound because like UCLA can only give out 7 scholarships for baseball, I think. And they have 25 guys. So if they're like, yo, we can't give you this scholarship, but if you want to play here and like do really good, you're definitely on the team.
Yeah.
And then that's considered a walk-on. So, like, every college team has 23 walk-ons or something like that. 17.
Yeah, I'd want to double-check the numbers on that because that seems low for baseball. Can't get a whole starting lineup of scholarship. That doesn't seem right. Maybe it is, though. But
11.
Yeah.
Each team about 11 scholarships. So there's 14 walk-ons every baseball.
So yeah, you definitely get a couple bump elbows and like, hey, you could play at a premier school and we'll hook you up halfway through or whatever it is, or if your family comes from means. Anyways,
but still good for Bieber.
Yeah, good for Bieber. He struck out the side, and it ended up being kind of a toss-up. So he gets it. And yeah, I mean, just when they were doing the introductions, and anyone who's a Cleveland player just got blown up with just the biggest applause you'll see like on a baseball field. So I enjoyed that. And yeah, it looked like from what I was seeing, the people outside of baseball world that were tuning in because it was the only sporting event, they really liked the mic'd up stuff, which you think? Like,
Yeah.
yes.
That's why people like when I can make out the lip reading and say what they said. People want to know what people are saying.
Even if it's boring. Make out.
Even when it's boring. They're like, what did you say?
Yeah.
Try to figure it out.
Get involved in the game.
Yeah. Yeah. Anything else about this game? AL won. Good for them.
Our Yanks had a good performance. Charlie Blackmon hit a homer, and he was 0 for 8 in All-Star games leading up to that point. So that's kind of cool. You don't want to. When Charlie Blackmon's an old man, he'll be very happy he hit that homer.
Gary had a nice double.
Yeah, hardest hit ball of the game, 110.
I thought Gallo beat it. Oh, okay. And Chapman at the end was. I'm going to do a breakdown on Chapman's last.
Chappie.
3 strikeouts.
Sweaty Chappie.
It was pretty cool.
Please, and Chapman won an All-Star Game MVP with a strikeout inning, I think 2015 or something like that.
Yeah. Sheehan wants us to comment on Devers being snubbed.
You got to be. It's tough to make the team as a DH.
Ooh, actually, I think he's been vastly improved at third.
Oh yeah, he's been solid at third, but
yeah, I like the zing.
Yeah.
No, I think third base in the AL was actually it's like a really good position this year. Let me pull it up real quick because we did this somewhere.
Is he better than Matt Chapman, Sheehan? No.
Like you got Bregman, Devers, Dozier, Chapman. Moncada's having a real good season. Devers probably should have made it. Who was the backup? Bregman and Chapman? Yeah, Devers is having a better season than Chapman. So
you got one pick out of Devers and Bogarts. So if you want to put Devers on, you could take Bogarts off.
Was Chapman's the A's only All-Star?
No, they had our favorite reliever.
Liam?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Devers he's having a better season than Chapman, so that sucks.
Not defensively.
No, Chapman's a better all-around player.
The best got the platinum glove, was the best defensive player in the game. So
yeah, offensively better. But yeah, third base is a pretty good.
Be mad at Dan Vogelbach still.
Vogelbach, that son of a bitch. We good on sports?
Yeah, the only other thing that was kind of news in the sports world was the Warriors waiving Sean Livingston, who, he got 3 titles with them, and he was kind of a big part of those teams. Low key, Jim. I got caught in the college basketball recruiting classes the other day because that's just kind of part of my life. And 2003, Dwight Howard 1, Sean Livingston 2. So there's your fun fact of the day.
I love a fact.
All right.
1.5. Feel like that's light sports, but yeah, because there's no sports.
Because there's no games of any sport. Summer League. RJ Barrett, 17, 10, and 6. Knicks lost all 3 of their games.
Yeah. Well, RJ Barrett sucks.
Yeah.
That's my new thing, RJ Barrett.
It's so I'm not gonna do a summer league thing. Summer league is some of the worst basketball you'll find in any place on the planet.
Well, it's a bunch of people trying to get individual love while playing a team game. So
they've never played basketball together before,
and they want to get theirs.
For some of it, it's their only chance they will ever get. It's the worst basketball you'll ever find.
What about me playing by myself
at
the elementary school in Lavalette full jeans,
Lower rims.
Timberlands, lower rims, full
Oh,
jeans.
that's kind of fun.
Timberlands, no shirt on, shirts on my head as a makeshift bandana from noon to 2 o'clock on an August day. Is that worse or better than Summer League?
It's about time you give something to our female listeners, man. Ooh,
And
I'm getting hot and bothered.
I'm not shooting. I'm only bounce passing to another version of myself. I'm bounce it, run over, and catch it.
I need a sun shirt right now. I'm sweating a little bit. Whew.
Yeah.
That's a movie scene.
I'm just running the 3-man weave by myself up and down the elementary.
Been there.
Let's go into the news.
Okay.
I read the news today, oh boy, and though the news was rather sad, well, I just had to have.
All right, look, 6 o'clock. Time for the news.
A loud fart gives away a suspect's hiding spot and leads to his arrest. The cops were searching. He was doing his best not to fart. Farted, got. A fire exploded in a white supremacist's face as he was trying to burn down a synagogue. Yikes. An increasing number of Japanese people are renting cars for everything but driving. So interested. A Saudi princess allegedly made a French repairman kiss her feet. Allegedly. A man wants to set the world record by sitting on a toilet seat for 150 hours. If you think that's the record, you're so dumb. A Virginia dad fires 39 shots at a naked devil who broke into his family's home on their first night living there. And this Texas Walmart has an armed guard watching over the Bluebell freezer because all those assholes keep licking people's food.
I read the news today, oh boy.
Bam. Big news. Let's do the ice cream thing quick because luckily the world wins. Not only has the internet bounced back doing silly things, obviously calling those people licking ice cream idiots, but I think like one of the original like people that did it is like 20 is getting sentenced for 20 years in jail or something like that, or tried for 20 years in jail.
Yeah, I would guess it gets dropped significantly, but they're trying to bring the hammer down. Yeah, it's just terrible.
Because we're a society.
Dude, that's what's so scary. Like how easily this, like what's tethered everyone to say we don't do this. This is that existential anxiety I have. Like people can do whatever they want, but for some reason from birth, people are born with this moral code and like don't be assholes to other people. The vast majority, like in the end, everyone can do whatever they want, and you can have these assholes ruin this. But whatever. One guy got arrested because he just straight up spit in an iced tea thing and put it back on the shelf.
Yeah,
it's stupid.
Good times.
I liked when they were eating Tide Pods themselves. Like, yeah, danger yourself.
That's me one.
Do you think Bluebell's secretly happy about this? Because I had no idea what Bluebell ice cream was, and they're definitely secretly happy about this.
Oh, they're big in the South, man. They're huge. So, yeah, it's probably a little bit of a catch-22. Getting a lot of PR, but also people scared to buy their products. So, not all PR is necessarily good PR.
Yeah, people are like, I might try Bluebell in 2 months when this dies down, but I actually won't. But if I was going to, I just wait it out.
Nah, it's kind of in your head now, so maybe it's good in the long run.
Yeah, I never knew their name before.
Because now 2 months from now,
like a year from now, if I'm like,
it's 2 months from now, you're like, damn, I am craving a little ice cream. When you see that wall of ice cream, you see a Bluebell, you're gonna be like, well, shit.
Is it real ice cream?
Yeah, it's good, creamy.
Because that Halo ice cream stuff is straight garbage.
Oh, I love
healthy ice cream. Oh, yeah. That stuff sucks.
Oh, it's not good, but it's not supposed to be good.
It tastes terrible. Like it doesn't fix my hankering for ice cream.
Oh, see, that's the difference. I mean, it does for myself and a lot of the population.
Yeah. No, it's terrible. I had ice cream yesterday. Went to the Music Man, a singing music shop.
Nice.
It's like a barbershop quartet. You get ice cream, and they do this whole play. It's pretty cool.
Seems like a lot.
Pretty corny. Yeah, it's for like little kids.
Okay.
Guy got me with a good joke though. Like I genuinely laughed.
Go on.
It's like a musical. So the main guy, he's been doing this for 20 years now. He just interviewing or asked me, he's like, "Hey, welcome to the Music Man. How did you hear about us?" And the lady sitting next to me just goes, just driving by. I've seen it a lot. And immediately he just goes, "We got to drive by." And the music dims and the lights dim and they bring out crime tape and like a flashlight. And they're like, "Oh no, a lot of bodies here." It was so quick. I was like, "Oh, that was pretty good."
Not their first rodeo.
What like they have different skits for different answers, but it was pretty well done. I laughed. You want to talk about this loud fart that gave away a suspect, led to his arrest? I'll link the chat.
Yeah, I mean, I think for me, it should be a scene in like a Get Out, like the next Get Out type movie. Like there's a gassy character who's like, I hate eating these. It gives me bad gas. And then flash forward, you're in this like depths of a scary movie. They're doing the classic hide. They're covering their mouth so people can't hear them breathe. And then they let out a little fart. Boom.
It sucks, man. This is straight out of a scary movie comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty terrible. We've got to give props to the Liberty PD for using their senses to sniff him out. Read a Facebook comment.
Oh,
wow.
No.
I'm mad I read that out loud.
It's tough.
I'm mad. Yeah. Missouri, though. I mean, that sucks. Trying to hide. Didn't say what he was arrested for or anything. Okay, can we do this story? Increasing number of Japanese people are renting cars for everything but driving. Can we take guesses what they're using these cars for?
Hooking up.
Oh, I was gonna think like they're living in them or something. They're like parking them to save a spot for something.
Oh, I like that. Yeah, living in it's pretty good. Like someone figured out that renting a car for a month is cheaper and better living than some of the apartments.
Like those drawers they sleep in Japanese hotels.
Yeah.
All right, let's click the link. See what the Japanese are renting cars for and not driving them. Car rental operators in Japan recently observed a very strange trend. A considerable number of their clients were renting cars but logging an unusual low mileage or not driving their cars at all. Renting a car is a very efficient and convenient way of getting from point A to B. And operators prefer the distance. Why would you include this in your article? Everyone knows why people rent cars.
Right.
The dumb fucking sentence. All right, skip that whole paragraph, which explained why people rent cars. 1 out of its every 8 users rented a car for services other than transportation. The largest number of respondents said they rented cars to sleep or rest in, following by those who claim that they use them as a quiet, comfortable place to talk on the phone with friends, family, or business partners. Wow. So crowded, you rent a car just to have a quiet place?
It's not a bad idea.
Usually the only place I can take a nap while visiting my clients is a cyber cafe in front of the station. But renting a car to sleep in is just a few hundred yen, several dollars, more, and almost the same as staying in the cyber cafe. Some people reported renting cars to have lunch in, watch TV, put on their Halloween costumes, and even do facial stretches said to reduce the size of their face. What? One guy said that. Don't put it in the article. One guy surveyed said
the same guy said the same guy said Halloween costume and facial stretches, and they put them both in there.
Facial stretches to reduce the size of my face. That's why you rent the car? Don't put that in the article. Yeah, I mean, a good car nap. I used to do that when I worked at the grocery store when I was 15. Hey, Jimmy, you got to go do carts for an hour. Okay. Go take an hour nap in my car. That's honestly what I did.
Yeah.
Employed. Man, what a dick. Now as an adult, like, I'd be so mad if a 15-year-old did that.
Same.
Okay. Not to mention all the stuff I used to steal.
That's you mentioned your existential stuff before. That's a little bit of it's just getting older. I'm sure these people that are licking Bluebell stuff in 5 years are gonna look back and say, "Wow, I was so fucking dumb."
Yeah, but a lot of them are older. Like the guy that got arrested was 29, and then the other guy that got arrested.
Yeah, and that's why
was
they're getting
25.
20 years because you can't be a part of this society. We're sorry.
No, you're out. You're out.
You had 3 decades of run to try to figure it out. You're done.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Brian says, let's hear more about that naked devil. So let's move to that story.
You're right. What'd
Virginia
you call me,
dad. Virginia dad fires 39 shots. They were staying at their new house for the first time. Holy shit, the walls just got bullet holes all over. A Virginia dad on Thursday fired 39 warning shots and brawled with a naked woman who called herself the devil after she allegedly broke into the family's home on their first night living there. The violent confrontation happened in Chesterfield County on the evening of the 4th of July.
The story isn't fun.
Did she die? Is that why? Did you read ahead? Does she die?
The 12-year-old kid got involved, shoved a wrench in the intruder's neck. This is like the worst ever. The first day in your new home? This is a nightmare. This is Get Out.
This is Get Out. Both the dad and the intruder were hospitalized with non-life-threatening injuries.
Wait,
What did the intruder? Did you see this quote?
Strength of 4 grown men.
What was this woman doing?
So, I mean, she was either on drugs and very strong, or, Jim, I'm going to flip the script and not make this a sad story. It's a setup.
Setup. Oh, there's a good. I'm interested in the setup, but there's some quotes here. What's the setup?
So, Jim, they move into this new house.
They
hate their walls and furniture. And they say, how can we get new furniture and redesign this whole place? We don't have any money. We'll say on our first night there's an intruder. And we will just shoot up the walls, and it'll be this like crazy bad story, and we'll start a GoFundMe. And that's how we'll do it.
The only problem is the intruder's in the hospital, so they had to get. There is some woman out there who did get this happen. What a horrible shot! 39 shots, and he didn't hit her. Was he?
Yeah,
trying?
they threw her $100 and some meth, and they said, "Hey, come by later."
I don't understand why the 12-year-old got involved. Like, dad had a gun and shot 39 shots, but you still needed the 12-year-old son to put a wrench in the lady's neck.
Their lives were in danger.
I like this quote a lot. And sorry to laugh at someone's strife, but first night in our beautiful home, when an intruder decides to enter our home and tries to take our life one at a time. Whoa, what was she doing? And Jake just dropped out of the show. So I'm
still here.
Oh, where'd your video go?
This video's still on. The lights went out. I went to turn them on.
It looked like you were gone. Oh, there you are. Okay. Jake was in the dark. Did the intruder just come for you?
I was trying to scare you. It worked.
The intruder just came for you. Yeah.
There's a little quiver in your voice for a second there.
How about the intruder was trying to take our life one at a time? What does that mean? Now I'm picturing some sort of spell like soul. I'm thinking of Hocus Pocus, taking souls. Anyway, crazy story. Anything else? Yeah. Oh, this is bullshit. This man wants to set the world record by sitting on a toilet seat for 150 hours. How many days is 150 hours?
Ooh, quick math. Not sure.
I guarantee you someone sat on a toilet seat for more than 6 days. 6.25. Guarantee you someone's done this and it hasn't been reported. Also, what an idiot. Who cares, man? Why are you going to...
Yeah.
There was sometimes someone in Ostend who has done it for 100 hours, but that was not official. Yeah, there's someone like a hoarder who got trapped in their bathroom and they just sat on their toilet seat for a week. Guarantee you.
A week? It's a while, man.
I'm telling you. What about someone who is been kidnapped and held hostage in a bathroom?
I think you still move around. I don't think you just stay on the toilet. You probably want to get the cold floor involved.
Yeah, the Guinness Book of World Records always has the little stupid outs. Like I bet he can get off every couple hours and walk around. The Guinness sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can pause 5 minutes every hour to smoke a cigarette or to pee. So he can get up 5 minutes every hour.
Oh, my God.
I told you, dude. Guinness always has these dumb things.
This story should be off. It's deleted.
Okay.
And it's never talked about again.
No one ever talked about the fake toilet sitting contest. Well, let's move on to the Saudi princess. Last story of the day. Saudi princess allegedly tried to make a French repairman kiss her feet. Do you think he should have?
Let's see. Oh, yeah. Why not?
She was in a hotel in France.
Live a little bit.
Repairman came in. First of all, if you're a Saudi princess, just seems like you shouldn't be just staying in a hotel room in France that has just a repairman come by.
Right.
Anyway, she was like, kiss my feet, repairman. He didn't, so she ordered her bodyguard to kill him. Beat up. Beat this man up. He didn't kiss my feet. Oh, the bodyguard allegedly carried out the beatdown, and he was charged with armed violence.
So the princess is in trouble, too.
Why?
For roughing up the workman.
Oh, yeah. She beat him up, too.
This is a bad story all around.
Just don't, Saudi princesses, if you kiss their feet or get beat up.
Sounds like this guy did both.
Are you picturing an attractive princess? Because I think that really changed the story. Like, if we Google the princess and she's like gross, then yeah, you can't kiss her feet. You know what I mean?
Speak for yourself, man.
The princess, who is known in Saudi Arabia for her charity work and women's rights campaigning, has been charged with complicity in armed violence. What's her name? Princess Hassa?
I clicked out of the article because I was mad at it.
You mad at? Oh, she. Let's see. She
Princess Hassa bin Salman.
Yeah, can't really find
I'm saying that right.
She looks young. Who would want their feet kissed? I mean, I guess it's just a power thing. Has anyone ever kissed your feet, Jake?
Yeah, man.
I think so. As a baby, you probably got a lot of feet kissings.
Oh my God, the most feet kisses when you're a baby.
Yeah, it's kind of weird, right?
People trying to eat your feet, they say.
Yeah, that's something that
I'm gonna eat your toes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna eat these little baby toes. You better not.
Yeah. Every time I've seen you with a baby, you have their full foot in your mouth.
That's not true.
I don't know.
9 out of 10, yes.
Okay, 9 out of 10. Let's go to the last segment of the day.
It's the better today. Better day. Better day.
Bet of the day, bet of the day. What's up? It is the bet of the day. Jakey who took the over in the All-Star game. He forgot that the All-Star game is basically a bullpen day, and pitchers are good, and I forgot that as well because I agreed with him.
It was there, man. That
We were
eighth
close.
inning. Brad's
We were
clan.
close. We were close. We were close. He is now 1-1 on the day. And I don't know what you are on the season, Jake. You're 57 and 63.
Ideal.
So what do you got today?
I don't even know, man. I'm looking for a sports line. This is one of the
Oh, there's no sports today.
2 days a year. I'm trying to find some summer league action. Jim, we might have to do like a straight up.
Why don't you bet on mine and Luke's disc golf game?
I mean, what's the bet? You're the favorite.
Wow. He said I'm the favorite.
Oh, see, you're already slow playing it. Yeah, I'm out on that. That whole thing's cooked. That whole thing is cooked. Lakers, Knicks tonight, Jim.
Summer league basketball? Is that what we're betting
Both
on?
teams are 0-3. Someone will be getting a win.
Okay. Someone will be getting one for sure.
Unless there's another earthquake.
Yeah.
Who you want? You got to pick?
I want the Knicks.
All right. Take them.
But that's not how this works. You're supposed to make a bet, and I'm supposed to agree or disagree.
Times are different.
Who are you taking?
Games.
So are you taking the Lakers?
I'm taking the Lakers.
Do they give spreads on this shit?
I think they do at some deep degenerate stuff, but not where I'm looking up my bets. I could do let's see if I could find something real quick. Lakers, Knicks, Summer League betting. Oh, this is bad. Oh, this is bad.
Ty Johnstone wants you to pop your collar for the remainder of the show. And I'm not totally against it.
Yeah, I mean we're almost at the end, so yeah, I'm not seeing a line anywhere.
All right, you have the Lakers, I have the Knicks. Great.
Done.
Fun bet.
Straight up. Friends bet.
Jakey, about to make a big mistakey.
Anyone that's watching right now or listening, I have an announcement, Jake. We are going to start doing these every day on Jomboy Jake Radio YouTube channel, which is brand new. We just set it up, so there's no subscribers. So if you enjoy this show, even if you're a podcast listener, which majority of people listen on the podcast app than YouTube, if you're just a podcast listener, go to Jomboy Jake YouTube and subscribe just to help us out because you need a certain amount of subscribers before you can do some stuff. And we would appreciate that. And if you want to check out the videos live or after the fact, but watch the video on YouTube, you're going to need to go to the new YouTube channel. We'll probably maybe post like once a week on this main channel to try and gain new followers. But we want all our other shows to become separate entities where they will live. So that's some news. So if you could help us out, that would be greatly appreciated. Jomboy and Jake YouTube channel. Currently 1 subscriber, and it's me because it's brand spanking new. Second sub is Drew Dog. Appreciate that, Drew Dog, very much. Jake, you got any last words?
Go Yankees. Wrong one. Yeah. Thanks. Thanks for the support. Let's party.
Put that on the shirt.
I like that one.
Thanks for the support. Let's party. It's good. I like it.
Straightforward with the pop collar. Kill me.
It's going to be a new. We do have some Jomboy and Jake Radio merch. It's mostly Jake Suck shirts. But yeah, thanks for the support. Let's party. Free shirt. For our 100th sub on the new channel, that's a free shirt. You get a thanks for the support. Let's party shirt. All right. That ends the show. We'll be back tomorrow, but maybe probably on the other channel with not that lively of a chat. So go tell all your friends. Subscribe to the new channel. We appreciate it. I'm going to go play disc golf. Jake's going to go to the airport. Maybe we'll tell you guys about those things tomorrow. See ya.